Alright, we got a little bit of time here to continue with my Midway Solitaire game. I was concentrating pretty heavily on the old Built for War when I had some free time. And that's another thing about this time of year for me. It's usually, in the summertime and everything, it's too nice to be inside. So I got a nice deck and everything, and I sit outside there. So maybe I'll do an outside game one of these days. But yeah, it's Built for War. Really good game. Can't wait to dig right back into that. But like I said, I'm down to about a one game daily here this time of year when I'm working. Plus, like I said, it's a nice weather. My gaming season is usually during the winter when I got weeks upon it or months to sit down and just play games. But we have been sitting down here messing with this Midway Solitaire game, and I only have about 4 chits left. So we're getting down to the end of my first playthrough of Midway Solitaire, and we're looking forward to when we get done with this game, incorporating all these optional rules. You see over here, it's got the OPT in parentheses, signifying that these are all optional rules and optional counters. So we're looking forward to doing that next. That'll be our next project. But here on this game, we got a little combat going on here. The AI had the Imperial Japanese Navy pushing really hard on this Solomon's and Port Moresby operation. Luckily for me, I had some good task forces with old Spruance, I think, and Fletcher. In charge of some of these fleets down here, these task forces, and they're pretty well pushed them on back, and they're really just a shadow. They're just a shell of a attacking force. Pretty soon, hopefully. I think it depends on morale, but they'll get a withdraw order. Yeah, here you go. There's a withdrawal order. We haven't got one yet. They're still advancing. But like I said, I think that's a morale deal, and that depends upon you sinking one of their carriers or one of their battleships, and we haven't done that yet. We've damaged them to take them back to port, but we haven't destroyed them or lowered their morale to where the operation on each route has been withdrawn. But like I said, there's not much left of them. We're pretty good here. Now the main threat we have now, and it's like I said, it's getting towards the end of the game. We only got about 4 turns left. Is a big old push here at Midway, and he is stacked. He's got about 4 or 5 carriers on this Midway push. Like I said, the game mostly with all these chits being pulled, and I think there's like 24 total or something like that. All 20 was mostly here at Moresby. He had a little bit of something going on here at Midway, and then I guess this is the Aleutian route up here up to Alaska. But yeah, he's really pushing on Midway. Now what happened here was I've yet to spot his task forces, but he did spot me, and I moved my task force on up. He spotted me, and he launched a bunch of naval aircraft. I got some naval aircraft in response, but not much. And here's what we got going on here. I got my task force there. There you go. Task force here at Midway is Task Force 1. And down here you can pretty well see who it is. I got a couple carriers, Lexington, Saratoga, and some destroyers. But I got these units here, flying cap. There's only a couple of them. And all these other units, which all they were able to launch, are headed for my aircraft attacking the task force. And this one here will be attacking Midway Island, the objective. Then I got some escorts here to protect me from the American cap fighters. But we're getting ready to delve on into combat here and see what goes on. This last gasp of the Imperial Japanese Navy. They're pushing a big push down here at Midway. We're going, and to be honest with you, this was the shortest route. It makes a lot of sense. You can see it really quick. And what their object is to do is to eliminate all of my units here and get to this home base. If they can move that task force marker into this home base, it's automatic Imperial Japanese victory. So we have been able to hold them off. Trying to hold them off here. We got some good land attack craft, LACs, down there to maybe help us out a little bit when they get closer to Pearl. But other than that, you can see on our Saratoga, we do have some anti-shipping and Lexington anti-shipping aircraft, but they're not spotted. so I couldn't launch them. All I could do was maybe launch these cat fighters in case they came close, and they're getting close. You can see he's got some cat fighters too, but we don't let them go on the board right now. They're still over there just on capping. They won't be capping for anybody because I'm not sending any torpedo or bomber boat or aircraft. All right. Other than that, that's about it. I was watching old Rob. What's his last name? I can't remember. A miniature market. Rob. Oh, shoot. But anyway, he does Rob's Tabletop, and he was talking about going to conventions, and he did say something like, "Man, you really got to plan out for these things." And luckily, that one that I didn't go to last weekend was close, and that was one of the reasons why I wanted to take advantage of it, because I don't have I think the next one's 4 or 5 hour drive away. I'm going to try to make, but he was talking about spending $3,000 when he goes to these things on games. That's not counting probably $1,000 more in hotel, gas, or airfare. Wow, I don't know. It's out of my range. I'm not spending no $5,000 to go to each convention. But he was talking on his episode that he wasn't doing it this year or anymore. I don't know about anymore, but just this year he was taking it easy. And I think he went there mostly to plug his channel. I am not plugging no channel here. We're just playing, having fun. I think he does it for a living. But he said he'd go there and film and ask people if they could, if they'd send them games, I guess, and, stuff like that. But he says he's at a point now where you don't need to do that. Don't need to beg for sponsors, I guess. But he was saying that he was, spending about $3,000 on games and sending them home. I'm like, oh, and then $200 in shipping costs. Wow. Well, Rob Oren, I think it's his name or whatever. You hit the jackpot. All right. Well, like I said, I'm going to try to make myself a tournament or convention. I won't be spending $4,000 or $5,000, but yeah, I'd like to go to that. What is it? Board Gaming Championship. That's all the way over in Virginia or Pennsylvania, I think. And that was one of the bad things. We don't like going to conventions in Pennsylvania. People don't come back alive on those things. But that was one of the things that kept me from going. I think everything's kind of eased up. But anyway, we're going to go on with this battle. And we'll be back with a little bit of drop-in with this Midway Solitaire game. Still on my playthrough. 4 turns left, we're thinking. We'll be back. All right, well, we're back with the Imperial Japanese Navy. Launching from their carriers onto Midway, and that's what this game's all about. Another thing about Midway Solitaire, it's got to be one of maybe the best game I've played this year. Strategy and tactics games are good, but they're in their intermediate level, medium to, I don't think they're high, they're easy to medium level games, and they're real good. I'd say the best one out of these would probably have been, let me see, Operation 50 Years War, that was pretty good. I like that one. On the Baghdad was good. Mediterranean Empires, what was the first one we did? Shanghai. I like 30 Years War. I like that one. I like that tactical, 16th, 15th, pike and musket type deal. I think that was pretty good. After that, I think it would be a draw between Rio Grande and Operation Unthinkable. Operation Unthinkable, I want to try that one again. But anyway, yeah, Midway Solitaire's got them all beat. And Built for War. Built for War is more of a really easy game. I mean, that's not really a war game. It's more of a card game, but it's a really good game. So, Midway Solitaire, number 1 for me. Built for War, number 2. All right, and like I said, I don't get that many games. I got most of my games are all magazine games, and I went out here and got a couple. As a matter of fact, I'm thinking about going to the store, going to Old Mini Mart, and see if we can pick ourselves up. All right, well, anyway, we're getting ready for here. And the first thing that happens is our cat fighters may fire at attacking fighters and bombers. So that's all we got are 2. That's Lexington and Saratoga. We got to take care of these guys that are going after our ships. So attacking a task force, all my fighters here, cat fighters, are going to go after the bombers that can sink my carriers. We ain't worried about these guys. They just got anti-air firepower, which is that first number up here. It's anti-air, naval, then land is the order. So we're going to go ahead and fire ourselves 3 die, looking for a 3 or less against bomber. And they see, is that a Val? I keep on thinking it's a Val dive bomber. I don't know if it is or not. It just says Val. I remember they did have there was a Val dive bomber. I don't know if that was Japanese or not. Or maybe it was American or British. But anyway, rolling one die, looking for a 3 or less. Oh, don't get it. All right, well, you get one shot. That's it. So I'm going to go for the next one. And he's going to try it again, too. 3 or less. All right. Now all it does is flip him on over. Let's make sure we do this right. Oh, combat procedure. Applying hits, air ground hits. At full strength, flip the unit to reduce. At full strength, flip it to its reduced side. If already reduced, eliminate it. If a unit has only one side, then it is eliminated by a single hit, blah, blah, blah. Alright, so I guess he's still up in the air, but he is damaged. Or if it represents a squadron of maybe 5 units, maybe 2 or 3 of them got shot down, and now it's only that strength there. Alright, well, they get to fire back. So, ooh, he's got a 0, though, so that means he don't get to fire back now. Oh, that'll work. Alright. Attacking escort intruder fighters may only fire at cat fighters. So there we go, and these guys are pretty strong. There you go. Look at that, they got a 4. Alright, my first one's going to go after the Lexington. 4 or less. Lexington's fighter, ooh, 6. Lexington comes through. Look at the next one. Oh, he's not as strong. He's not as strong. Let's look at these fighters here. Let me see if we can zoom in and get a little bit of some action going on. They both look like the same thing. Yeah, I'm not seeing any difference in these fighters here, but yeah, he's only shooting with a 2. Maybe it's a skill level. We'll say they're better pilots. So we go looking for a 2 or less from the other fighter, and he's going after the Saratoga's fighter. All right, our fighters survive. Now will our ships survive? Let's see what's next on the Precigione. Air cap attacking escort bombers may only fire at fighters that fire on the bombers. All right, this is where that comes in at. But this is already, these guys are already reduced. So now there is something that says, oh, combat, battle conclusion. Blah, 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 blah. Combat enemy fight each other, combat mandatory. How does it say to do that? Oh, battle conclusion, no matter what the result, combat execution. Each unit can fire, let me get you down here. Each unit can fire once per step, assuming it has combat factor 1 or more in a category. Combat is conducted simultaneously in each step. For convenience, you can execute one side before others, but do not apply results to the end of the step. Okay. So let's go ahead and, oh, what do we want to do here? He's like this. He got, all right. Did we reduce the Juno, or was he already reduced? I don't think he was. I think we reduced them both. So let's see. The Juno's going to fire at the Lexington that fired at him. He needs a 1 or less. He doesn't get it. This other bomber that fired at the Saratoga, he's going to fire with 1 or less. He doesn't get it. All right, now we apply the hits. He got 1 hit. And he got the other. Now this is where the 0 comes in. So they did get a chance to attack. You have to do it procedurally. And almost it might be to where these guys both fire too. We really don't do it yet. Let's hold off a second here. We can do, well, I ain't got my die with me. We need to put a die on here to signify they both got a hit. Let's see what the, oh, anti-air step. Fire all ground on, well, hold on. Bombers may only fire at blah, blah, blah. Anti-air step. Fire all ground and naval units, air combat factors, and enemy air units. Ground. Okay. Oh, you know what? I forgot to do that, too. Where's the Midway? Huh. Doesn't he have a base? Oh, yeah, here it is. Here it is. I forgot to put this over on the coastal defense. That's what that is. So, now, these guys get to fire at these guys. Let me pause this a second. I got my little trusty die here. That'll help. Now, these guys all got 1 hit already. So, let's go down here to the naval units. The Saratoga can fire at the, let's fire at this guy here. Let's look at this again. Fire all ground and naval units, air combat factors, and enemy area. I guess I could pick and choose my target, so I'm going to go for this nice fighter from the Kaga. I got me a nice 3. Saratoga's got must have some anti-aircraft fire. All right, let's see what we got here. Hold on, let me fix this real quick. Everything fixed? Yeah, okay. 1. All right, so we'll give him a hit. All right. Next is the Lexington. He has a little bit less of an anti-aircraft capability with only 2. Looking for a 2 or less, and we will go for the other fighter from the Shoho. 2. All right, man, we're doing some damage. Getting some good die rolls. Oh, sorry about that. Versus these Japanese fighters. There's another one. And this is the way you're supposed to do it. My memory's not that good, so I'm just going to put these next to them. But like it said, combat this simultaneously, but do not apply results to the end of the step. Well, we're not done with the step yet, so. All right. Oh, you know what, though? Air-to-air step. Anti-air step. Okay, we could do this now. Do it. I thought there was the whole phase. You know, it's each step, each time they fire. Okay, we're doing it right now. We'll figure it on out. All right, take these away after each step. So that was each step. That was the anti-air step. Now I'm going to the next one. Air and naval step. Fire all air units, naval combat factors, and enemy naval units. This is where the river meets the road. All right, so he gets the fire. He's looking for a 1 or less, and now fire at the Saratoga. 1 or less for the Japanese fighter. Oops. 3, no good. All right, well, he was attacking the task force here. All right, this one here is going to. You know what? I didn't fire his fire yet. All right, so he's going to fire a 4 or less. Let's try to hit one of these fighters, and we'll go for the. I guess one of these that are firing at me. So we'll just negate that roll, and we'll finish this out. The coastal defense unit's using that 4 top number to shoot at that. Attacking aircraft. Well, should we shoot at the one that's come attacking us? No, I want to take care of my carriers. All right, 4 or less. Going for this fighter here, or this attacking aircraft bomber. 4 or less. Do it to it. Coastal defense. 4. All right, he is done. Well, let's see. That's done with the step. Yeah, that step's done. He is eliminated. Imperial Japanese eliminated units. Put it up here. There's a big old pile of them too. Look at that. All right, coastal defense comes through. All right, now their bombers can try to. He's only got 1 left. That's a 1 or less, and he's going to go for the Saratoga because it's got the biggest anti-aircraft capability. So 1 or less, lone Japanese surviving bomber. Oh, you see it. All right, hold on a second here. I think we do something else. Attacking naval units hit table. Unit type, die roll, no effect, die roll damage, die roll sunk. All right, we're going to this table. We're going to roll 1 die, and we need to get a 1 or 2. Oh wow, that's weird. 1 or 2. So this carrier's either going to be damaged or sunk. Wow. All right, we need a 1 or 2. Either 1 or 2. 3. Saratoga is sunk. Oh, what a bitch. U.S. Navy destroyed. Eliminated units. Man, they eliminated the Yorktown too. Ouch. Alright. That's the end of that step. Oh man, I don't know if I'm gonna win this game. I mean, they got to get back to the home base. But wow, Saratoga goes down. All right, we got more stuff to do here. You know what? I didn't fire the destroyer. Hold on a second. Let's bring this back. There still might be hope. Saratoga, you're back. You're back because we didn't fire our destroyers, anti-aircraft capability. So all 3 of these get one. All right, that's cool. That's cool. We're good. We just destroyed. So we damaged all these. Now our destroyer gets to fire. So 3 or less. And we're shooting at the last one that can shoot at our carrier. So my carrier's still back. Rewind. Behind everything back. There still is hope because I screwed this up. All right. We got the destroyers firing out to 3 or less. So we're going for the one that can destroy our carrier. Let's do this over. Yeah. All right. So there is the carrier survives. You're out to eliminated. All right. There you go. Oh, I did it right. We did it right now. Okay. So now that's all their anti-aircraft fire. That is it. We'll go down here to the next step. Fire all air units, naval combat factors, unwin air units, or naval units. There are no more now. These are all escort fighters. They got zeros below their anti-aircraft. So surface ship engagement, fire all naval units at combat at surface naval ships. There's no ships there. They all flew to their ships are back here. Alright, that is killer. Amphibious assault, bombardment, defensive fire, amphibious assault, removal. Designers note, battle can, no matter what the result of the first 6 steps, all battles are complete. Return the surviving naval units to the space where the battle took place. Surviving ground units will remain in place. Determine if side will have to retreat. Yeah, there ain't no retreat. They're just going back to their... Alright, let's go back here. So we go back to the... all surviving missionary units on both sides must return to friendly base or carrier. C617 for return procedure. 617. So let's go back. 617. 619. Mutual return segment. Both sides must return. U.S. naval units must return to any friendly controlled base within range to. Well, that's land attack craft or naval. Our carrier base units may be returned to any friendly carrier within range with sufficient capacity. Alright, so it means that the... Oh, well, that's right, they're all still there. I was thinking that we sunk one. Alright, so we're good. Lexington. Back to the Lexington. Oh, you guys all get to go back. Saratoga, back to the good old Saratoga. She's still good to go. Our carriers are ready. Alright. He goes back to his carrier, so he goes back to the Kaga. Where's the Kaga? Come on, where's the Kaga? This must be it, because it's, yep. Oh, he's got 2 aircraft there, 1 are damaged. This one goes to the Shoho. Shoho, where's the Shoho? Here he is. Alright. They are all returned. Take the battle marker off. Task Force 1 will have the Saratoga, Lexington, and his destroyers. We'll put that back here in the Task Force 1 box. Oh man, that was close. Thank God we're at the destroyer. Good die rolls. That's what it is. It's all die rolls, man. Whether they work with you, as in that case, or against you, and well, let's just say Command and Colors. I hate that game. Well, I guess it ain't die rolls. It's just card play. I was just thinking about that the other day. Command and Colors. We still got to go on with our tournament. I only did round 1. I think I might have to some emails there, and round 2 might be coming up. We play 2 games per month. You find your opponent each month, and you play them 2 games per month. So it's a really good setup. I'm looking forward to doing a lot better. I'm really, really looking forward to this next game. You can only have bad card play. It couldn't happen. Lightning couldn't strike twice, but maybe it could. So I'm looking forward to maybe having some more luck on this next one. I'm going to study that sucker. I got to get on that too. It's another bad thing about working. All right. Well, that will be it. I'm pretty sure we are done here with the. Where's my card? With the U.S. Navy operations segment. That was our operations to move our task force. But what really happened is I moved the task force, pulled event counter. So whenever you move task forces, you get these random events. And when I pulled one, it was a submarine, and the submarine spotted all my units. And I don't think he took a torpedo shot. I didn't lose nothing there. I don't think my anti-submarine warfare worked or anything. I think he just took a shot and missed. But that spotted my units. My units didn't have any of these guys spotted, so they went ahead when they were spotted with that submarine launched a attack on Midway. We were just able to repulse that. That is killer. We're having some good luck because that was a wicked attack. Although his attack craft were pretty lame. I mean, he's got these cap guys are pretty strong. Let's put these back to the carriers. This is so cool, so cool, so cool. Where's that one at? Okay, here we go. So cool. The Juno, or let me see, which one is he? The Juno, and we have the Z, the Zoikaiku or something like that. All right, that is it. We're done with that segment. Let me get my card over here. Oh, that is G2 operations. Now I go to my logistics. Alright, make sure it was right. G3. Yep, we did a naval operation. Hold on a second for a cough break. Alright, sorry about that. Hit the wrong button. Operations actions. Let me see here. That was it. We'll go to logistics. Repair damage. Let me see here. You may choose conduct one of the four. And our four on this is repair naval units, repair damaged naval aircraft, repair damaged land attack craft or aircraft, or repair damaged land unit. That is it. We'll pick one of those four. I just thought I'd give you a drop in. If anything else comes up towards the end of this game, and I'll definitely show you the conclusion. But loving us some good old Midway Solitaire. Not quite Pacific War by Mark Harmon, but it's good. This is a good game. I like this. Nice little, intermediate, easy. I love this combat down here. This is great the way they got that procedure going through there. So that's really good. And, I don't know what it's rated, but I'd say it's definitely intermediate. It's not hard. It's not definitely Mark Harmon game. We are going to go up to the game store, check that out, see what's going on. See next on the gaming channel. I do have a couple games here that I haven't played on the channel. My very first game on the channel was Comancheria, but my phone melted uploading it to YouTube, so that won't work. The next one we haven't really played is Warriors of God. That's a good game, so maybe we'll take a look at that one next. But anyway, that is it, and for this segment, we'll be back maybe with conclusion of Midway Solitaire.